Good afternoon, dear fellow Toastmasters. Welcoming you all to the 202nd meeting of our fellow Toastmasters Club. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a positive and supportive learning experience wherein members are encouraged to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Do you all think taking risk is necessary to grow? Yes. Why? Why should we take risk? To come out of our comfort zone. Yes, there is a chance for failure also. But without taking risk, there is no possibility for success. Having our club contest round the corner, let us all take risk, complete our levels, compete in the competitions, and leave rest to the Lord. Okay? Okay. Now I'll tell the ground rules for every Toastmasters meeting. Number 1, please put your phones in silence mode. Number 2, you can enter and exit the venue only if you hear the sound of applause. And the third most important one is learn, interact and have fun throughout the meeting. Now it's time for me to welcome our presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Carolyn.
Thank you so much, SAA Toastmaster Monica, for setting the stage. So once again, a very warm good afternoon, good evening to our wonderful Toastmasters, and welcome you all to meeting number 202. And with the resounding of the gavel, I declare the meeting open. So I like to start with a question. What is the one thing that bothers you the most when you come and stand on the stage and the spotlight is on you? Nervousness. Nervousness? All of you agree? Everybody is nervous when you come here. Why do you think we are all nervous when we come here?
Because all are watching us.
All are watching us, yes.
Others will judge.
Others will judge, yes.
Whether we'll forget.
Whether we'll forget our lines, yes.
Like somebody hinders us.
Kindle us, yes. That's also a very right answer. But I think we have great expectations of ourselves, no? And we put ourselves on a pedestal and we think that we need to be perfect. But answer me, is there anyone in this world who is perfect? Nobody is perfect. We are all beings who are imperfect. Only God is perfect. All humans are absolutely imperfect. So in Japan, they have this habit of celebrating every season. Every season that is there year around, at the end of it, they will have either a very great gala festivity or it might be a simple tea party. So a monk once hosted a tea party, but the guest was a very rich, wealthy silk merchant. Okay, so he's known for his fantastic, he's got high level of flair and his taste is like at a different level altogether. So he's invited to this monastery and he goes there with so much of expectations. But he's made to sit on the floor and the mat is full of patchwork and there's a rackety table and on that there is one clay mug. This man is furious, he's so upset and he asks the monk, where is all the wonderful cutlery, where is all the Persian rugs, where is all the rosewood tables from Malaysia? And the monk tells him, dear brother, look closer, take a better look. So as he's sipping this tea, he notices the mug. It's very old, it's just made of clay. There's a lot of imperfections, yet it serves its purpose. He's able to sip a piping hot cup of tea through that mug. He's able to do it. Okay? So He then introduces a very, very fantastic Zen philosophy called Wabi Sabi. Wabi Sabi means that life is good with imperfections. So that's how we call our imperfect being, aspiring to do better, learn more, and therefore let's all use this platform to better ourselves. As we do not have any guests, there's just two announcements. One is, I think we need to give a big round of applause for Toastmaster John, because every weekend, every Saturday, he's taking exceptional effort to bring everybody together, going through all the world champions of public speaking, their speeches. It's a commendable effort, Toastmaster John. Thank you so much. We are learning so much from those interactions. I think it's very valuable. Those who are free, please respect and join in as much as you can when you join, and then you learn everything new, and it will really help you to script your talks. Another thing is, those who are yet to complete level 2, please try to do that. And if in case you're not able to do it in our club, if you contact Toastmaster John or me, we will try to fix it up in other clubs, so that everybody is, we'll have many people from our club representing, and then we'll have a wonderful experience of what it is to, compete for such a wonderful event. And without further ado, my time's up. I need to call a very, very special person to the stage now. He's an enterprising Toastmaster. He believes in reverse mentoring, and he's a fine critic. And without any further ado, please let me welcome, please clap and help me welcome Toastmaster Ravi.
Good evening, all of you.
Good evening.
So, what is the theme of the day today?
Failure on the VTC stage.
So, what is failures on VTC stage?
Same forgetting.
I'm not going to speak. It's one mutual interaction. So, it's a mutual learning. Have you ever failed on the stage?
Yes.
Everybody, yes.
Yes.
Why did you fail? Huh?
From stucking.
Huh?
From stucking.
Structuring. Okay, good.
Same things, nerves, forget. Lack of content is lack.
So before just coming onto the stage, you would have put in a lot of effort for preparation. Am I right? Then how come we come here and fail? Because a lot of preparation is gone, but still at times we fail here. Why?
Fear.
Fear. Okay.
Overconfidence.
Overconfidence. You never fail.
Nervousness.
Nervousness.
Fear of doing new things.
Fear of doing new things.
Not enough preparation.
Not enough preparation.
Fear of being judged.
Okay, good. So we'll start with fear of being judged. Okay. So whenever we are here on the stage, forget what are others going to think about me. What are others going to think about me? That should be my first mindset when I come here. I am not competing with John. I am not competing with Nandini. I am not competing with Vani and all of you. I am competing with myself. I have come here to improve myself. The worst things that happen here, why do we always fail, is that we are trying to impress others. We don't want to express. We should start expressing, because this stage is not available for everyone. Because you have put in a lot of effort. You come here, whichever way is very comfortable for you, come and express whatever is there in your mind. If I wanted to impress with lot of beautiful words, then I am not in my comfort zone. When I wanted to express myself, oh, this is disturbing me. When I wanted to express myself, I am in a very comfort zone. I can say whatever I want. When I wanted to talk very fluently, which is not my cup of tea, then I fail. Stammering, yes, there is stammering. I have to work on, but still acceptable. Clarity. When there are audience, the gift that you are going to give them is your message. I am here and you are listening to me, then I should value your time. You should carry something home. And the biggest culprit here is that everybody is preoccupied. You're all nervous. What should I do when my turn comes? And you forget to listen to the speaker on the stage. It is very, very, very important. When you are a speaker, you should have the capacity to influence. As last time we had the guest speaker saying about the hook. We should be very competent enough to have the hook. Yes, we are all challenging ourselves in one way or the other. And I'm not going to listen to you when I'm going to sit there. My responsibility, my challenge is to get your attention. What am I going to do? So these things, we need to be very assertive. We need to work on. And last time, as the guest speaker said, we need to have our personal stories. If it is personal stories that can connect, you don't want to have any preparations at all. If it is somebody else's story, you wanted to get it here, then you have to recollect all the points, whatever you wanted to speak. But when it is your own story, it doesn't require any preparation at all. Flow will come automatically. As the time is, I think I have exceeded the time. I call upon Toastmaster Vani as a general evaluator to take the meeting forward.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. So as a general evaluator in Toastmasters, everything is evaluated and everything is timed. So as a general evaluator, I have a team to evaluate the speeches and the whole meeting. So I have my tag team. The timer today is Toastmaster John. Please come forward and give your introduction.
Good evening, everybody. I am the timer for the day. Time and tide waits for none, and we stop when the time hits. So keep watching out for me here. Jaden will be my card holder. So I will be showing, when you qualify for the voting, I will be showing you a green. When you hit the exact, okay. Okay. So yeah, when you qualify, I'll show you a green. When you're nearing your qualifying the completion time, I will show you this. Exactly when you hit the time when that you have to stop, I will show you this. But don't worry, you still have 30 seconds extra to speak. Before I show this, if you stop your speech, or before I show this, if you stop your speech, you will be disqualified. If you take more than 30 seconds after I show you the speech, you will be disqualified. Prepared speeches, we have 5 to 7 minutes. We don't have any icebreaker speeches today. 5 to 7 minutes. So 5, 6, and 7 is when I will show you. All the other evaluators will get 3 minutes. I'll show the card at 2, 2.5, and 3. The auxiliary role players like movie master and everything is 2 minutes, and tabletop this is also 2 minutes. 1.5 minutes. 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and 2 minutes is when I will show you. I'm looking forward to this.
Thank you, Toastmaster John. Now I call the grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Saranya.
As a grammarian, I will be listening to the good usage of language or other unique words, and also I will notice any grammatical mistake usage. And as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. What is the word of the day?
Resilience.
Okay, resilience. Meaning is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties or challenges. Example sentence: my resilience helped me overcome my fear of public speaking on stage of VTC. Can anyone try?
RCB is the most resilient team in
That is nice. At the end of the meeting, I will come up with my report. I will suggest all the Toastmasters to use the word of the day. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saranya. Now I will call our counter, Toastmaster Ranjita. She is doing this role for the first time. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today I am your speech traffic cop. Means I am your hair counter. Will be the hair counter for today's session. As a hair counter, as a speech traffic cop, I will catch all your filler words and unnecessary sounds such as ha, so, but, like, you know. These are the speed bumps in your speech. Just try to avoid these words frequently. So, don't worry, no penalties or fine. I just help you to keep your speech smooth and filter free. Thank you. At the end, I come up with my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranjita. That was an interesting introduction actually. Now I call upon the listener, Toastmaster Nandini.
Hi everyone, I am the listener for today's meeting. Listening is an art. It's a superpower we goes unnoticed, right? The words we speak turns into wisdom if we listen. Speeches turns into stories, and conversations turns into connections if we listen. So let's all listen to all our the entire meeting. At the end of the meeting, I'll ask a few questions so that you can judge yourself how good you are at listening. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandini. Now we have our body language evaluator, Toastmaster Monica, please.
I did not prepare any introduction. I'll just read the roles and responsibilities given to me by the general evaluator for today. As a body language evaluator, I'll observe how the speaker uses the gestures, postures, facial expressions, eye contact, and the use of stage. Thank you. I'll come up with the report when called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Now I give the stage to our TMOD, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Just because we ran out of the time during the introduction phase, I forgot to introduce the 3 segments. One is the prepared speech. The other one?
Table topic.
The third one?
Evaluation.
Very good. Super. So now we are at the first segment. The first speaker of the day is Toastmaster Abhidasha, and who is pursuing a pathway innovative planning, level 2. Just before just reading this out, I wanted all your undivided attention to this project objective, because when somebody comes here and speaks, we are just listening without knowing what is the project objective. Let us all just put our ears, listen to what they are going to speak. Pathway is innovative planning, level 2, project 2. Project is connect with your audience. The topic is, I will come later. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Who is Toastmaster Abhidasha? So Toastmaster Abhidasha is a learning style coach, career counselor, and a guide for parents navigating the wild journey of raising kids from 0 to 17. And if you have any difficulty with your children, the right person to approach is Toastmaster Abhidasha. Before calling the speaker, I would like to call the speaker evaluator to read out the speech and objectives. Toastmaster Monica.
My target speaker for today is Toastmaster Abhidasha. She is in her level 2, project 2 in innovative planning pathway. The purpose of this project is for the members to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. The timing for the speech is between 5 to 7 minutes. Wishing the target speaker all the very best. Over to the table.
So put your hands together to welcome our wonderful speaker, Toastmaster Abhidasha. Toastmaster Abhidasha, de novo Toastmaster Abhidasha.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Good evening. For 10 seconds, pretend all your body parts removed apart and laid on the table. Have you all? Think still you are alive. Now, the heart is beating. How do you feel? Or what will be your answer?
Like my mother's is beating.
What will be your answer? Sorry?
I can see the
See the heart. Anyone else?
Just too fast.
It's too fast. All this we know. But at the first instance, we say, this is my heart. This is my brain. Because we all know how our heart beats, how our brain works, how our other organs work. So, this is my thing. How can I get that? So, I'm connecting this with a story. A housekeeping staff, after her maternity break, comes back to work. She got rejected by saying the probability of taking permissions and leaves are high. A housekeeping staff, imagine she has come back to her work. Now also I'll extend this to a person who is in a high position. Especially women, this stereotype is there. After the break, they don't come back with the true impression. We all judge about each other with the assumption saying they don't have the same talent and enthusiasm or activeness in them after that break. Even Mary Kom, who is a boxing champion, took a break for her family. And Aditi Gupta, who is the co-founder of Menstrupedia, she wants a break to continue her social activism. When people like high-end professions have this kind of thoughts, think about a poor housekeeping staff. We can also judge Mary Kom and Aditi Gupta by saying they have earned enough sufficient funds to take care of their family. What if they take a break? But think about this poor housekeeping staff. She has come by keeping her life into risk for her family to get good financial position. We often fail this. Okay, but everyone, men or women, we all need a break. Now when we come back from the break, how do we present ourselves? There are 3 definitions how we can introduce our profession, passion and personal life. Connect all the 3 and get back. Setbacks, challenges, difficulties will always exist until the world exists. How resilient we are to face all these challenges. Let me tell you with 3 points. When you go back, you have to set your goals clearly and boldly. What clarity can you give so that the impression on you comes to accept you? For example, I take my profession for example. When I go back after a break, I'll go introduce myself with my profession. Yes, I have done my MBA Finance and I have done my BA. Both are different core values. Now I'll connect my profession with this. Though I have done finance in MBA, I have done BA, I correlate both and I have done a startup, especially for children. Now they can ask you, where is finance and where is your working with children? I learned finance to do my business and I work with children, that is my passion. And the third thing, I'll connect with personal. Sir, I have taken the break. I work with my child. I had a lot of experience with my child. In that way, I am continuing my profession with passion. That is, present with clearness and boldness. And the second thing, choose the lane which you truly deserve or desire. I have read recently that nobody gets what they want until they know their own value. Don't assume yourself that somebody will judge us until we are fully confident and trust ourselves in our values. The third thing, ask for help. Don't hesitate to ask for help. We need support in the form of mentor. We need help in the form of guide. Asking help is sometimes feel like vulnerable. It always stands like a hindrance to support our growth. So ask for help. And this thing is, I called all this clearly and boldly, and choose a path which truly deserve and ask for help. These three things are, I have defined as second innings. That is, start from the scratch or start your beginning with a fresh and new you. This is called in Latin de novo. Start fresh, start from the beginning. So don't hesitate, don't consider it as an obstacle. Have full confidence, faith in you, and you will have your true value. So this is what de novo is. Thank you, Toastmasters.
I just forgot I had the TA body. So we will have 1 minute of silence for the evaluator to evaluate Toastmaster's speech. Now the second speaker of the day is Toastmaster Nandini, who is pursuing a pathway dynamic leadership level 1 project 3, and the time limit for her speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Nandini is an engineer turned teacher, driven by a passion for education and a vision for the future. She is dedicated to make learning an engaging and enriching experience. Am I right? Beyond the classroom, she has keen passion and creativity through drawing and painting, and a keen reader gaining knowledge and new perspectives through books. Right? Before calling the speaker, I would like to call the speaker evaluator to read out the speech objectives. Toastmaster Academy.
So my target speaker, Toastmaster Nandini Jaishankar, is doing her level 1 project 3 in dynamic leadership. The purpose of the project is for Nandini to practice vocal variety and body language to enhance her speech. So all the best to you, Nandini. Over to you, dear.
So let's put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Nandini. Toastmaster Nandini, beyond the bite, Toastmaster Nandini.
Before I begin, I want to ask you all a question. How many of you can confidently identify all the plants which gives fruits and vegetables to eat? Just raise your hands. Okay, few. I confess I was not that good at it. In my childhood, I used to spend my time in my native village with my cousins, roaming all around my farm, our farmland, and whatever fruits or vegetables we get, we will eat it by fresh. But I was not focused on how it looks or what kind of soil it needs. I don't know any information about that. But my mom, whenever we go there, she used to tell all the information she knows. But I never focused on what she says because my concentration was that I have to spend my time with my cousins, have a tummy full of my favorite foods, and I want to sleep. This is what I was thinking. Keep this aside. Few years later, I went to. I saw a random video. Two friends were walking on the farmland. One boy was from a village and the other boy was from a city. They were walking and making fun on each other. But that village boy suddenly asked, "Hey man, you know what plant it is?" I think this is a hibiscus plant. "Hey man, this is chili plant. You don't know what plant it is? Daily you're eating chili, but you don't know how it looks." I saw that video. After that, I recognized. Oh, even I couldn't. I recognized that it was a chili plant. I took it in a very lighter mood. Then, few years later, we went to Elagi. We often go there, and as usual, my mom used to teach me whatever plants she knows. One day, she was telling me, "Nandu, you know what plant it is? It's Amman Pacharisi. In Tamil, we call it as Amman Pacharisi." I said, "Oh, this plant gives rice, huh?" Just because it's Amman Pacharisi, it doesn't mean rice. This plant doesn't give rice. Okay, Ma, I was just kidding. My mom was like giving a daring look from my toes to head, and she said, "You have to learn all these things. It's a very basic thing. It's a medicinal plant we use for asthma." Then I was thinking, oh yeah, I want to learn all these things. Then my mom, few days later, she sent me to a farmer's market. She said to buy a green leafy vegetable. In Tamil we call it as pannakira. I know only the name. I don't know how it looks. I thought, okay, we'll go and we'll buy. I went there. I was seeing a very old lady selling different kinds of green leafy vegetables. There, I thought, okay, I'll tell the name. She will pick the right one, and I'll get it, and we'll go to home. I was thinking like that. So I went in front of her, and I was telling, "Grandma, I need a pannakira." Then she was like, I repeated 2 to 3 times. Then I understood she felt difficulty on hearing. I was standing cluelessly. I don't know what to do like that. One random uncle passing by just came towards me. He already saw what was happening. And he picked the right one and gave it to me. "This is what you are asking for." I was like, "Oh, thank you, uncle," in an embarrassing way. Then I gave money, I returned back to my home. While I was going back to my home, I was thinking about all these random incidents. Like, I am a 90s kid. Whenever I get time, I used to play with in my environment, all around plants, like that. But I don't know about anything. Then how come the latest generation know all these things? I was thinking like that. Then I was decided, okay, let me learn all these things. I was fully focusing on whatever my mom says, and sometimes I voluntarily ask her, "Okay, I don't know about this, can you tell me?" like that. Then you won't believe that I felt very difficult to understand the differences of each leaves, because for me most of the leaf looks same. Like, men doesn't know most of the colors differences, right? especially women's know the lipstick shades, right? So I felt like that. Then, I want to learn, but how easily I can learn, I was thinking. Then I decided, whatever seeds I get, I'll grow. If I get capsicum seed, I'll grow. If I get chili seed, I'll grow. This is what I done. Daily I used to see that plant, right? So I understood the differences. Then that was very easy to me, and I understood what kind of water, what kind of soil it needs, how much quantity of water it needs. I know all the requirements. So what I like to say is, I'm not telling that we all have to be a botanist or a farmer. At least we have to know the basic things so that we can tell that information to our next generation. So they will also know all the basic things, and they will not get embarrassed like me in a farmer's market. Okay, over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandini, for the wonderful Pannakira story. Thank you so much. So now we'll have 1 minute of silence for the evaluator to evaluate. So now we will have 10 minutes break. Before that, what is the theme of the day?
Failures on VTC stage.
Failures
On
VTC stage. So we know the root cause why we are failing. Now we need to have corrective and preventive actions. What is the corrective action? We need opportunities to come on the stage multiple times so that we keep improving. For that, what we need to do? Yes,
Table topics.
whenever the table topic master asks, volunteers, raise your hands. Okay? With this note, we'll go for it. Thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
So, how many of you go and watch your speeches on YouTube? How many of you have admired your speech? How many of you have spitted on your face? So that is where all the introspection starts. Because on camera we don't know how we were. So it is very important that we go and watch our videos every now and then. That's all good. How many of you have watched my videos? Because most of the time what we do is we are very confined to what we do. We forget to learn from others. It is very, very important that we learn from others also. When you watch your speech, watch also others. You will know what are the strengths are, how they utilize this stage. All those things matters. So it is very important that you give quality time by introspecting. The other one is preparedness. Before coming onto the stage, you have to prepare well. How many of you do rehearsals at home? What sort of rehearsal?
Standing
Mirror.
before the mirror.
Mirror.
Family members.
Family members. Will they cry?
Record this video.
To record the videos. All these things are being done. Now the ISA contest is coming up. So there should be a lot of preparation that needs to go into. And all these things, whatever we speak today, I think if that can be put into practice, just keep coming onto the stage again and again, practice the speech again and again. Try to find faults. You be the best critic for yourself. Learn from others, positives as well as negatives. Oh, this is the right body language I should learn from Vani. This is the worst body language that I should not learn from Ramesh. So all these things we should be aware of. So now it's table topics time, and I would like to invite our Toastmaster Saranya for table topics.
As there is no guest, we will straight go into table topic. First volunteer.
Raise your hand.
Remember, everybody will not get this stage. Today you are having a chance to stand here. How do you handle your nervousness before stepping onto the stage? How do you handle your nervousness before stepping onto the stage? Toastmaster Monica.
The biggest fear of mine before getting into stage is that I will forget lines. That's why I wanted to be an SAA. Not many of us will have the guts to come and start the meeting. That quality I admired very much from Santosh. We have all seen him grown as a public speaker on this stage. Every time he will come up, he will do something new. So, and the other one is if we come to the stage first and if we start the meeting or not just the Toastmasters meeting, even if it is a professional meeting, we can eliminate the anxiety in us. If we do that first, we can remain curious and learn many things which we can do better rather than thinking about, oh, he has done better, what I will do, I will not get attention. All these anxiousness will get eliminated. Whatever comes to our mind, we can speak. After becoming an SAA, I have really changed, and because of that only I have raised my hands today first. Thank you.
Thank you for the tip, Monica. Next time I think the role for SA will be more competition. Next volunteer.
No, let it go.
What inspired you to start your public speaking journey? What inspired you to start your public speaking journey?
Like I was in first standard. Like my mom was here. I was in my stage. Like she was looking at me. Like I was so scared. I struck all of them. Last, in the middle of that, I said thanks and came. That's all.
That's all.
So grateful because I think at the age of 18 or 19 I came here. But at that stage of first standard you stand in the public speaking journey. Next volunteer. Can you share one of your embarrassing table topic moment or a public speaking failure? Toastmaster Mani.
I have a lot of embarrassing moments, but I'll tell about the recent one, which was last week. Last week, the Toastmaster, the table topic master asked a question. What will be the name if you have an option of renaming yourself? Actually, the plan was, I started the story referring JJ because I want to connect that JJ to the favorite favorite name would be VJ. But I forgot that part. I only focused on the JJ because the time was going and it is already yellow card. So that was very embarrassing. I was like, I almost forgot why I started that story itself. So that was the very embarrassing moment. Thank you.
Now, today you can be there.
Toastmaster Abhitasha will come in order.
Oh my God.
I have written everybody's name in voting ballot. Kindly don't like it.
What kind of speaker were you What kind of speaker are you now, and what kind of speaker would you like to be in future? Toastmaster Abhidesha.
Nice topic and confusing topic. I came here to develop my communication. Little I had that humor part, so I thought I can add some humor. Now I am becoming like, when I search for my speeches, I search for thought-provoking type of speeches. I am getting a thought, what if I make a sensible speech by saying some thoughts, where people hesitate to speak that. In future, I wanted to make a topic like stereotypic topic that will reach so many people that they can not only inspire, they will start taking actions. So in future, that will be my goal. So from humor to thought to action. So this is what I am planning.
We are waiting for your upcoming project. Toastmaster Karen. If you could give just one piece of advice to a new speaker, what would it be? Toastmaster Karen.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. So to a new speaker, what I would like to say is, just do it. Just do it. All of us have been on the other side. All of us have come here to this stage as guests. For me, it was online. So thankfully, I could, cover my face, and I was not seen till my icebreaker. Only my picture will be there, and I will be very keenly noticing everybody else. And I would be like, wow, these people are a class apart. They are like wonderful. When will be the day when I can go and do something like them? I see Kaushik and I see Bharat, and I'll be like, wow, kya baat hai? And I'll be like, oh my. And most of the time it was in the morning. It was 11 o'clock. So I'll be like cooking my this thing, and I'll be on my headphone, and my children will. One is writing exam, the other one is. And they'll be like, what is she doing? What is wrong with her? She's gone crazy. But then I thought, I'll just do it. No, don't worry about other people. They'll call you a really crazy bunch, and they'll think that you're like gone off. But then just have the audacity to just do it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karen, for just doing it. Describe a moment when you felt truly confident while speaking in public. Toastmaster.
Thank you. I've been speaking for a while, for the past 15 years maybe. Every time what I did felt, I used to watch videos of speakers. They will be performing at ease. Yeah, how come these fellows are doing at ease? Why not me? Usually in our office we used to have the PowerPoint presentations. So there is something for us to connect. And I took it up as a challenge. Will I be able to speak without the content in my hand for 30 minutes? Will I be able to speak without the content in my hand for 1 hour to the staff members? I started and I was able to achieve it. Not even a single paper. I will have only one slide as my background. I will have my content ready. I will have my thoughts fixed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I look at Jaden, that point will come to me. When I look at Madam Cabinet, I will get one point. So that is how I evolved. And it is very difficult for me to be here, to restrict myself for 5 to 7 minutes. That is a rush. Because when we wanted to speak at length, we are at our convenience. Yes, okay, whatever I feel I can speak. But when it is time bound, there's a lot of limitations. I am trying to get adapted to this. Thank you so much.
What inspired you to start your public speaking journey? Toastmaster Anjita.
Yes. Of course, I'm proud to be a today Toastmaster member in this Vellore Toastmaster Club. I think I attended 5 meetings. The first session itself, I got interested to join this club. Because of you people made me encouraged and also motivated. Before coming to this club, I thought Sunday is only to take rest. After I visited this place, this 2.5 hours made me really excited. Every week I excited which who will do that table topics and who will give a speech. They are you people sharing a beautiful experience and also powerful speeches. The table topics were fun and challenging, which made me inspired. And then, yes, came here to look forward to enhance my public speaking skills while learning with you all. Thank you for welcoming me into this Toastmasters family.
If you could steal the public speaking skill of your favorite speaker, who would it be and what kind of style do they have? Toastmaster John.
Big fan of Rule of 3. Rule of 3 is a very easy comedy technique that we use in clowning. In clown, you go, walk, you trip on something, you fall. Again, you walk, you trip on the same thing and you fall. And the third time you go to trip, but then you notice that it's something that is unexpected. Okay? So that's the rule of 3. So you do it once, you do it twice, third, everybody is curious to see what exactly is the third thing that you're doing. And this, I felt in the speech format with Toastmaster Dhananjaya, who's the world champion of 2016, I think. He formulated one full speech under the rule of 3, where he repeated 2 events and gave a twist in the third. Within these events, there were repeated rule of 3s multiple times, again and again and again. And that, I think, is an amazing, amazing technique. Easy to take technique. I am a lover of rule of 3, but I've still been trying to see if I can put that into my speeches, because physical comedy I'm easily able to do that. In my speeches, I've been trying to do that. I'm working on it for my ISC. I'm looking forward to this.
Looking forward to your speech system. Toastmaster Anjita. If you had to give a TED talk tomorrow, what topic would you choose and why? Toastmaster Anjita.
If I get an opportunity to talk in tech, I want to talk about I want to talk about things that we see in our surroundings, whatever it is. We fail to see the basic things, but we are learning about technologies. Just that also just for our profession we are doing. We are not intentionally or willingly to learn, but that is good. But at the same time, it's equally important to see things around us. That is very, very important. Just as I said before, if we learn that only, we can pass on to our next generation. Then they will learn. Like my mom, she used to tell me about the plants, right? She knows only because of my grandfather. Likewise, if I know, then only I can teach to my kids, and they will teach to their kids. So we have to learn about our environment. That is what I will talk. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandini. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Topic Master. I have a question for you. So, the question what you wrote. You choose one.
What inspired you to start?
What inspired you to start your public speaking channel?
When I first came to Toastmaster, I just ran away without entering into the gate. I was forced to sit in the first row and listen to the entire meeting. And the first Toastmaster, as Toastmaster Carolyn said, Toastmaster Kaushik, Toastmaster Bharat, Toastmaster Monish and Toastmaster Carolyn was there, and all the members are like, wow, how can they do that? And I thought like, can I do that? With so much of fear, doubtfulness, anxiety, so much, and somehow with support of my family, I forced to come to Toastmaster. Now I'm enjoying coming to Toastmaster. Even my siblings were not also coming. I am by alone. I want to come to Toastmasters, attend, and I want to see all of you. Improve my communication skills, share my experience. It is like my routine. Sunday I want to have my biryani and I want to come to Toastmasters. Over to you, Tia.
So we are the lessons over here. Thank you for the wonderful table topics. Thank you very much.
Thank you everybody for attending, participating in table topics. We did it.
So, how many of you know to make dosa? How well it will come out?
Depending upon the
Depending upon the
person.
how many of you, how many times you decided to be a dosa and finally it came as upma from the...
It came like black in color.
Yes. The end user report, very good. The first time when you tried to make dosa, what happened?
It becomes upma.
The second time?
Again upma.
Third time? Again and again and again?
It
It
breaks.
develops to vadai and then
Yes.
dosa.
So what action is this?
Practice.
Failure.
Failures, repetitions. You do it every now and then. You know it is not going to come out well, but still you try. And finally, your dosas are now crispy dosas. Your children, your parents are enjoying your dosa. Similarly, coming onto the stage, the first time you failed, the next time you fail better, the other time you also fail better, and finally you will be a crispy, brown, beautiful ghee roast. So the audience can relish. Now I call upon our general evaluator for her report. Toastmaster 1.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anish. So I will give my report at the end of other evaluators. So to start with, now I call Toastmaster Saranya for giving her grammarian report.
Speed.
Oh, sorry. So to start with, we'll call upon the speech evaluators, Toastmaster Monica, to evaluate Toastmaster Abhidhar's speech.
Congratulations, my target speaker, Toastmaster Abhidharsha, for delivering a perfect speech. In the first 30 seconds, you made a perfect hook. Everybody was so excited and they were actually thinking that their body parts were kept apart and their heart was beating. Everybody was so excited, even I was thinking what I will do. It was very engaging, the hook was perfect. With regard to the body of the speech, you started the story relating to your housemate. Then you went on to say about Mary Kom, Aditi Gupta, who were more successful even in their second innings. But if you could have elaborated more on how they made their comeback, it would have created a more interesting impact. And you gave three nice suggestions that you should be clear and you should choose your desire and you should ask for help, and you related with your own story on how you did your finance, and then you shifted yourself to BA degree, and finally you ended up in having a startup. If you could have elaborated more on what pushed you to do your startup, that would have been more impactful and insightful for the listeners to get into the theme of the topic very well, which is de novo. I was very happy to learn a new word, that to a very Latin word. The topic was the selection of the topic was good. The clarity of the speech was very good. You could have used the stage a little better when you were speaking about your own story. As DTM Nagarajan said, you could have moved a bit and you could have come forward and you could have completed the story. It would have had a greater impact. I think the conclusion was a bit rushed. You could have avoided that. Instead of telling too many examples, you could have cut out certain examples and you could have concentrated on your own story. It would have been even better. To conclude, the purpose of the project is to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. With your choice of topic for second innings, it was perfect, and many congratulations for you on completing this task. Thank you. Over to the general manager.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Now I call upon Toastmaster Carolyn to give the report on Toastmaster Nandini's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So my target speaker, Nandini, congratulations on very successfully completing your level 1 project 3. Big round of applause to her. Nandini, your eyes are really very soft and very engaging. You started with a question. And you have wonderful. I was trying to evaluate you today on body gestures and body language and vocal variety. I think your voice throughout was like very, very beautifully you were telling a story, and because it was coming straight from the heart, we were able to connect very, very well with the story. And you used the stage very well. You know, from every bit of the stage, I think you positioned it very nicely to denote to the audience what is happening, where is it occurring. You used the stage very well. Your body language was very nice when you said oof, and you know, very cute body languages I could see today. And I don't know if one thing was, one second. Yeah, so the Panakira story, you know, and how you bent down and then you're like, thank you, uncle, and oof, the uncle came to your rescue. All these are very cute things that you did on stage. The theme was good, the storyline was good, the body language and the presentation and the vocal variety, all of that was good. And I like the way that you ended it with men don't know color difference and only ladies know it because of the lipstick shades. And you ended the entire thing with a take-home message that you know how it's important for us to know about a lot of things that mean too much for us in our lives, so that we'll be able to pass on that knowledge to the next generation. I think you were fabulous today. I don't have any recommendations for you because I think you did it very, very well. I've marked you excellent on all aspects. Your posture, your gestures, your body movement, facial expression and eye contact, everything was perfect.
Thank you, Toastmaster Carolyn. Now I call upon Toastmaster Saranya to give grammarian's report.
How many of you used word of the day? And
only one.
We were very resilient in not using them.
Okay, and some of the good usage I have shared today is life with imperfection. I'm company with myself. Just do it. Learn from others. These are the things that I have learned today. Over to you.
Thank you Toastmaster Saranya for the quick report. And now I call upon Toastmaster Ranjita for giving the R-counter report.
Attention speakers, this is your speech traffic cop on duty. I'm happy to glad that today's speech highway was mostly smooth. No traffic jams caused by filler words and unnecessary sounds. However, some instances Toastmaster Nandini used ha for 4 to 5 times. Please try to avoid this in future. Great job everyone.
Thank you Toastmaster Ranjita. Before me noting down how your report is, your closing of the reports. Okay. So now I call upon Toastmaster Nandini to give the listeners report.
Today I have only few questions since I was thinking about my speech. Okay, let me start. Toastmaster Carolyn was talking about tea party, isn't it? What profession that guest?
Monk.
No. What is the profession of the guest was?
You are asking us or you want to know?
I am asking you all.
We forgot.
Silk merchant. And what is wabi sabi means?
Better with imperfections.
Yeah, life is good with imperfections. Toastmaster Ramesh spoke about one thing. First thing that he spoke about public speaking. What is that one thing that made
Fear of being judged.
Yes. Toastmaster Abhidasha spoke about two celebrities. Who are they?
Mary Kom and Aditi Gupta.
Aditi Gupta's profession?
Co-founder of
Men's Superior. Yeah.
Latin word de novo means?
No, I am the evaluator. How will I tell?
We wanted to know whether you know. You can say
Something about come back.
Fresh and new.
Come back.
Fresh and new.
Yeah. Start from me.
Ramesh sir will give me.
Toastmaster Abhidasha spoke about three things. What's the third one?
Ask help.
Yes.
Ask help.
Yeah. And Toastmaster Carolyn said a word, a sentence, which is for a new,
Just do it.
yes, new people.
Just do it.
Yes. Thank you. Over to General.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandini. Now I call upon the body language evaluator, Toastmaster Monica, to give the results.
In this week, when I was assigned with this role as body language evaluator, I was shocked because every time when my evaluator says I'm not utilizing the stage properly, I'm standing still, I'm just using my hands. But this opportunity gave me to make an analysis of what body language is actually expected from an user. And thank you Toastmaster Vani for sending me a PDF on what are the key roles and responsibilities, what are the things that the listeners are expecting from a speaker. In that, most of the speakers' gestures were really very good. They were, all the facial expressions and eye contact was all on point. These things we are repeatedly doing and evaluators are repeatedly telling, so we practice and come here and do it perfectly. And one thing I noticed is we are actually moving our legs while talking. We could avoid that. And second one is if Toastmaster Karen comes to stage, or Toastmaster Ramesh comes to stage, or Toastmaster John comes to stage, we know in what posture they'll stand. Everybody has a signature posture here. So we could work on that. We could find some new postures to do. We can make a better posture for ourselves. We can find a new you actually. Thank you. Over to the generator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Now I call upon Toastmaster John to give the timer report.
My first time doing the timer role is the most difficult role in order for me. If Jaden was not there, I would have forgotten most of it. Many times I'm like, did you show the green card? He's like, I already showed it. That's what was happening there. I missed it multiple times, but he was focusedly looking at the time and he was showing. Every time I just had to tell him, this is the time that we need to show. But I don't know how we do this with two hands. So like one notebook here and timer here and looking there, enjoying the speech, listening, none. I don't know. Okay, so all of us stuck to the time, except in table topics, guest Nia spoke 30 seconds, Toastmaster Vani spoke 56 seconds, and rest of all of us were sticking to the time. The 10-minute break between became a 10-minute, 30-minute break. That alone was the time that I noticed that was a miss for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster John. Now I give my report. So we started sharp at 3:30 p.m. and the essay gave a wonderful start, and she set the stage on fire. So thank you for that essay, for continuously doing that. And our presiding officer, Toastmaster Carolyn, as usual, she started off with a beautiful story and connected that story with the theme. Thank you, Toastmaster Carolyn, for that. And one important thing I noticed is she continuously appreciates the people, even they do smallest thing or the biggest thing. So that is the one high quality I see in you. Thank you for that also. And Toastmaster Ramesh, whatever he does on the stage, definitely he will give his fullest, his 100%. So I think I didn't note any recommendation for you, only the positive thing for a 2 full page. So you started off with asking good questions. That is a very good interactive way to start, and the steps you said in the introduction were crisp and clear. And through referring the last week's speech, what the chief guest taught us, you made us to refresh the last week meeting. So that was a good one. And while you are giving before the break, you introduced the speaker with a good introduction, not just by reading out their names and calling them, adding some achievements and interest about them. It made the speaker, if I was the speaker, I would have felt, I would have been the cloud nine. So
next time when I am with you, Modi, on the speaker.
Yeah, deal. Okay, this will definitely will level up the mood of the speaker. So thank you for that. And you gave that interval break in your way. So that was very good because you reiterated the topics again. And after the break also, you connected with the topic again, and you encouraged the Toastmasters to participate in the TTM. That was a good thing. And again, you set the stage on fire. So, okay. So you took up the TTM role on the spot. For the past 2 to 3 weeks, you are doing this, and this is very interactive actually. So, and the comparison of dosa with the failure, that's the best thing I found in your TMOD role. Yeah. So recommendations, I think these recommendations are for me because I forgot the names of the role players, and sometimes the board is giving some wrong information. So before starting the meeting, because most of us, people like me, or what to say, depending on the board only we used to write. So please take care of that. And request to the presiding officer and the ExCom team, please discuss how to avoid the last minute chaos, like people texting us and I'm not coming today by 3, if the meeting is 3:30, 2:30, 2 o'clock and all people are telling. So just look into that and come up with a good way on how to avoid this. And I forgot to call the speech evaluator before the tag team. So this is the reason why we have to attend the dry run. So I should attend first. Okay, and for the speaker evaluator, one suggestion I have: before giving the evaluation results, please check with the timer during the break whether is there any disqualification of the speeches. So yeah, that's all for today. And the reports given, I'm not very much satisfied with you, Saranya's report, because even though it is very clear and crisp, and the TTM role you did with a bang, and while giving the reports, we expect you to do half of that. So one thing I would suggest is, instead of telling the usage of words were good, you can pick some words and tell, even though you can appreciate the speaker who did that usage of words in a good way. And all of the reports also, it was so good, and I should appreciate body language evaluator, because this is a very new role. I thought that there would not be any rules and regulations on Toastmasters International website, but when I checked, it is there. So moving forward, I'll share the PDF which I shared to the tag team. I'll put it in a drive and share it with you all. And that's all about my report. I want to hand over the stage to the TMOD, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vani, for the wonderful report. And as we have come to the end of our meeting, whenever we speak, whether we get this best speaker certificate or not, if somebody tells you during the break time, so that is the interaction time, once you do the speech, if somebody says, "Good job," how do you feel?
Over the moon.
How many of us do it?
I used to.
I think it is really important that we need to appreciate our peer speakers. If you find something good, even when we are contesting amongst each other of 3 speakers, all 3 speakers are excellently good, and only one gets the best speaker award. That doesn't mean the rest others have done that. It's better, whatever you notice in them in the speech, just take a minute, just put hand and say, "Yes, you've done a good job." That improves their morale. Can we take this as a commitment of VTC Club from today onwards? Next time, we need to appreciate, and we need to use that break time as a quality motivational time for all of us. Okay? So, as ma'am said, the ISE contest is round the corner, and I think we'll be speaking on one topic, am I right? And if we want, we can just speak the same topic again and again on all the levels.
Yes.
So we need to find out what will be the best topic for us, and we have enough time. And as said, we should compete to the core, and only the best two will go. Best three, two. So the best two will go, and we should have lot of difficulty in selecting the best two, because all of us should be the best. Though we are going to go to the ISC contest and represent our club or not, but we have to give our best here. Okay? So it is improving ourselves, it is competing with our own potential. Next time, the best two should not be the renowned best two in the club. Okay? Somebody should from the dark be there. Okay? So with this, I hand over the stage to our presiding officer.
Thank you so much, KMOD. It was a wonderful, it was excellent. So what did we learn today? VTC is a laboratory. So you come here, what happens? You fall down, you fail, you rise again. All of that happens here. All of us know the story of Edison, no? He failed multiple times. That story we know. But there is one more story about Edison where the minute he's made the light bulb, he's got it in his laboratory and he's asking one of his assistants, can you go and bring the light bulb? Now this fellow is shivering because he knows how much of pain and how much of struggle this man had gone through to make that one bulb. So while he's taking it, he's just shivering, he can't help himself, he's just rattling like a rattlesnake. What happens? Puts it down, it breaks into 1,000,000 pieces. All the other assistants are shouting at this man, look what you have done, see, what have you done? This is years of toil and pain, it's all gone. What does Edison do? He goes, he puts his hand onto that man and he quietly walks away. 2 days later, the same project. They are going to come for an evaluation. So he has to check once more whether it works. He's calling that same man back to the lab and he's asking him, go get the lab. Now, all the other assistants are shouting at Edison, have you lost your mind? What's wrong with you? You'll go call him again or what? Edison told something that was marvelous. He told, if it breaks, I need 2 days time. I can make another bulb. But for him, if I don't give him another chance, he will forever think that he is a failure. That should not happen. What a wonderful thought. What a wonderful thought. So don't forget wabi sabi. Don't forget all the wonderful things that you learned here. Life is beautiful with imperfections. So with this, now let's go on to our voting. I think all of us can cast our vote. Our anniversary celebration would be most probably on the 2nd of March. We are working towards it. The dates will be finalized by the weekend, so please mark your calendars. All of you, please come, participate, be present, learn and have more fun. Any other announcement, John? Oh yeah. So we've been called by a club in Hosur to go as judges. So those who are okay, who have finished level 2 are eligible to be judges. All the XCOM members have come for the judges training and they are also qualified to be judges. So all those who are okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. The chief judge should complete level 2 and the voting judges are fine with the level.
Yeah. That's why I told you. All of us have gone through the training and XCOM, all of them have gone through training. So those who are okay, you can give your names and we can. And for our club, I think Vani has come forward to be chief judge, right? Contest chair, sorry. Contest chair for our competition. Those who are about to finish your level, please give your names to John and we'll rush it and try and see if we can get many more members. When is Preetika back? Preetika, Santosh, we've got long list. We'll have to find slots, emergency slots, and we'll have to get all of them to come for the contest. Nandini, you'll come back now. March. Only 2 weeks leave for you. After honeymoon, you should straight come and give a talk.
Use the time very effectively. That 2 weeks is a break that is being given to you.
I know. 2 weeks and Nandini will take a break and then recuperate, come back and finish level 1. And then 3 more projects to finish level 2 so that.
I'm planning by this week to finish the level 1.
Wow, that's amazing. If you want, we can try with other clubs also. If you are okay, we can try with other clubs also. Because for you, it's like important.
Next week, most probably I will have to.
Not just here, you have 3 more projects to complete level 2, right?
Yeah.
So you can give one here in our club. If you want, we can make arrangement in other clubs so that Tuesday, Wednesday, there are other clubs in Chennai. On weekdays also, if you are free, you can just, it's just for the talk, right? You can give it in other clubs and whatever evaluation they give, you can give to Toastmasters John, we'll file it.
Online.
Online also it's okay.
Disposal, meetings online or
Offline.
It is offline, we have to go.
The 2 weeks, the first week of March, 1 week will be our contest and the other will be their months.
First week is our anniversary celebration. Second week or third week will be ours. Then maybe we'll keep it to the last week.
So March 2nd
Ours
is I
will be
think
1 day. Yeah, because they are going to plan their day based on our date.
So one more club asked me to be voting judge on March 2nd week.
March 2nd, don't go into it. We are having our.
That's online.
Online. Timing?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Like to thank Toastmaster Nandini for sponsoring snacks today. Clap for her. Okay, so we'll announce the results. Best auxiliary role player goes to our debutant, Toastmaster Rangita. Best role player goes to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramesh. Best evaluator goes to Toastmasters Monica. Professionalism pro. Best speaker goes to Toastmaster Abhida Shah. And best table topic speaker goes to Table Topic Master. With this, we've come to the end of the meeting and we'll adjourn meeting number 202.